Good morning. So Uber's back in court, day two for them. Um, well, a quick recap. What is this case is all about? This is brought by two ex-Uber drivers who, at that time of working for Uber, felt like the conditions and the way they have to operate the app whilst working for Uber really made them employed in a way rather than self-employed. And obviously when you are employed by certain people, you were given benefits at the same time, and all and at the same time obviously you'll be entitled to minimum pay, and previously before that they weren't actually getting paid even the minimum wage at the same time. So this is what the court case was about. When they took them to court regarding that instance, they actually won that court case. It was a big news at that time. But what Uber have done since then was basically haven't done anything about it. So they're being pulled back into court to answer why they haven't done anything about it really. And yesterday, as far as I could see from all the feeds and everything I was getting, they were still arguing the toss about how they still are they still are a private hire firm, where all the drivers are self-employed. It didn't matter if they employed thousands of drivers. It's no difference from them employing, or another company employing, just five drivers. The same rule has to be applied. And the way they became so big and everything is the actual advance on technology side of things. So that's been their argument yesterday. And remember, they also classify themselves as a non-transportation company. So although they were arguing yesterday how they are like every other private hire firm, at the same breath they're saying no, we're not even a technology firm or a taxi. Sorry, we're not a taxi firm, we're a technology firm. So you try and work that one out yourself. Anyway, this video wasn't to do with this, and this video is to do with a video I made previously and what I could see would happen if this court case was not won by Uber. And if they lose this court case, I could see destruction of the whole private hire firm. And the reason I say that is because obviously the judge is going to set a rule by which they will have to oblige by, which could mean, for instance, giving saying, well, every driver needs to be paid £15 an hour. So after expense, they could be paid £10 which an hour, which could be the minimum wage or the livable wage. And I just find that other private hire firm will have to oblige that as well. And will they be able to do that? And my guess is they probably wouldn't be. If I went in today and done a week's work for Uber, and that 50 hours, for instance, equated to £500, and Uber knows that they have to pay me £500 because the court case said it needs to be paid £10 an hour. Uber could write a check out for the difference, no problem, because they know their competitor, all the other local firms, probably wouldn't be able to make all the difference up. And I'm not on about just wages. I'm on about, well, they'll have to start giving them holiday pays as well, and sick pays and all that sort of thing. When you add all that up, it's going to be very, very hard for these other small companies to actually live up or even compete with Uber, who can do this. And they will do this because they know if they could last doing this another 6 months to a year, a lot of these private hire firms will actually be gone by then. And then eventually, they'll come back into, they'll be in the market with dominant force because everyone's gone because of this ruling that's going to happen today. And they will succeed in the long run. And obviously they'll increase the fares for the riders because there'll be no competitors, and they will recoup all the money back. So this is a very tricky situation here. And I keep saying this, you need Uber to win this case, because otherwise every other firm will be gone. You know, you see all these firms now celebrating, you know, they got the balloons and everything out saying, oh, you know, Uber's going to be destroyed and everything. Half of them don't even know what this court case is about on today. So, you know, if they lose this, it's going to be very, very bad news for private hire firms, you know, so let's hope they win. Thank you for watching. Bye.